Okay, assalamu alaikum guys. So today I'm gonna revise with you how to do solve inequalities in one variable, whether that variable is only in one side or both sides, whether it's for one solution, many solution, or no solution. Let's see. I will start with solving inequalities with one variable but in one side. So basically here, this is actually solving inequalities with one variable on one side. Sorry. Okay. Let's start working on it. So let's start. Basically, the steps are clear. General steps. First step is, if you have bracket, make sure to distribute. Second step is if you have many variables, make sure that they are on the same side and combine them. Third step is, after you're done with these two steps, you can start cancelling the terms. Let's see. So again, split your inequality and look at it. Do we have a parentheses? Yes, we do have a bracket here. I need to distribute. What does distribute means? Yani the 2, I have to multiply it with 4x. 2 times 4x is 2 times 4 is 8. Put the variable down. And then the 2 multiplied with the positive 7. 2 times 7 is 14 positive. Since the 2 is positive and the 7 is positive, the answer will be positive. Then write the rest of the inequality as it is. Okay? Now I distributed my bracket. Do I have many variables that I need to combine? Yes, I do. Circle out your variables. So negative 3x is a like term with 8x that is positive. I can combine them together. And again, I can combine them because both of them are on the left side here only. They are only on this side. On the other side, we don't have a variable. So it's okay, I can combine them. But if one of them was here and the other one was here, you cannot combine them. Okay? You need to move it or cancel it from here. Anyways, so let's combine them. Positive and negative. Yani different signs, subtract. 8 minus 3 is 5x. Negative or positive, I'll take the positive sign. Then write down the rest of the inequality. Now, did I combine my variables into 1x? Yes, I did. Can I start cancelling? Yes. What do you want to cancel first? The 14 or the 5? Of course, I will cancel the 14 because it's far away from the x. Yeah, so I have to do the following. I have to do negative 14 on both sides to cancel it. Now what do I have left? On this side, I have 5x that is positive, less than. The 12 is positive, the 14 is negative. Different signs, subtract. So 14 minus 12 is 2 left, and I'll take the sign of the greater number. Now, what should I do to cancel the positive 5? The 5 is multiplied with x. So I have to divide by 5. Since I'm dividing both sides, when you divide sides by a positive number, this inequality sign, don't flip it. Keep it as it is. خلاص. X alone is less than negative 2 over 5. So don't flip the inequality. Okay? So when you divide by a positive, don't flip the inequality. Okay? That's it. To graph my answer, I will just draw the number line. So the steps to graph your inequality, first of all, locate your number. My number is negative 2 over 5. Just locate it. That's it. Step number 2 is choose whether it's open circle or closed circle. Remember, it's open when it's more than or less than. It's closed when it's more than or equal to, less than or equal to. Since it's only less than, then it's open circle. Third step is draw your arrow, either to the right or to the left. Okay? So x is less than, it's on the less side, less than this one, or it's pointing this way. Just go the same way and shade under it. That's it. Let's do this one, for example. Again, we're gonna follow the same steps. Yalla, split your inequality. If you have a bracket, do it. If you have many variables, combine them, and then you can start canceling the terms. Yeah. So do I have a bracket? I do. Yalla, let's distribute. So yeah, negative 4 times 3x. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12x. Negative 4 times negative 1. Negative 4 times negative 1, it's 4, but positive. How? Because of the smiley faces. Negative with positive is negative. Negative with negative is positive. As you can see. Write the rest of the inequality. I'm done with my bracket. Now combine the variables. Do I have variables on both sides or all of them on the same side? If they are on the same side, just circle them out. 6x positive, 12x negative, and think about how can you combine them. The 4, I'm not going to combine it with them because it's not with a variable x, okay? Yeah, different signs, subtract. 12 minus 6 is 6. Negative, I will take the sign of the greater number, and don't forget x. Put down whatever left. Yeah. Since I only have now one variable, I can start in the next step, cancelling out the terms. Yeah. What should I cancel, the 4 or negative 6? The 4. To cancel the 4 that is added to x, I need to subtract 4 on both sides by. Now we have negative 6x more than or equal to 16 is positive, 4 is negative. Different signs, subtract. So it's going to be 16 minus 4 is 12. Positive, take the sign of the greater number. Next, here the negative 6 is multiplied with x. To cancel that multiplication, I need to divide by negative 6 on both sides. Once you saw yourself, you're dividing by a negative number, directly my inequality will flip. So here, when, let me use another color. When you divide by a negative number, flip what? The inequality sign. So when you divide by a negative number, flip the inequality sign. So now what do I have left? I have only x. I flipped my inequality sign into less than or equal to. 12 divided by 6 is 2. Positive and negative will give me a negative answer. So this is my answer. Again, how can I draw that on the number line? Step number 1, locate your number. My number is negative 2. Step number 2, decide open or closed circle. Since it's less than or equal to, then it's a closed circle. Step number 3, draw your arrow, either to the right or left. Since it's less than or equal to, then it's pointing to this way. Just go same direction or less direction. Bas, that's it. Okay, now we finished discussing the working with inequalities with one variable on both sides. I think there's something wrong. So one variable on one side, sorry. Now, let's do these two questions. You can also work on them, but I'll just write for you the final answer here, okay? So this one, it's gonna be x is more than or equal to 4/6. And this one is gonna be x is more than or equal to 6 divided by 1.5, which is, I think, 4. I'm not sure. 6/1.5 negative. Please double check. Anyways, you do them by yourself and check. It's the same idea. Let's move to the different idea, which is having variables on both sides. Can you see? Look at my inequality. Here is my inequality. Here I have a variable and here I have a variable. Let's see how can we work with such a case. Again, first step is, if you have a bracket, open it. If you have many variables, combine them, and then you can start cancelling. Yeah. Since I have a bracket, I'm gonna open it first. 2 times 7x. 2 times 7 is 14x. 2 times negative 2. 2 times 2, it's 4 negative, because one negative, one positive will give me a negative answer. Write the rest. Now I'm done with the first step. خلاص. Second step. Do I have many variables? Yes, I do. I have a variable here and a variable here. But can I combine them? No, because they are on different sides. What can I do is, I can try to remove the 9x from here. The 9x is positive. Just cancel 9x. Since it's inequality, I have whatever you do on one side, you have to do on the same on the other side, okay? What do I have left? I have positive 6. Still, I'm not dividing by a negative number. I just subtracted 9x, okay? What do we have here on this side? We have 14x minus 9x minus 4. Now, let's combine them. They are on the same side. 9x is negative, 14x is positive. Different signs, subtract. 14 minus 9 is 5x. I'll take the sign of the bigger number, positive, and write down the rest of the numbers. Yeah. Since I combine my variables and I only have one x left, I can start cancelling out the terms. Yalla, cancel the negative 4 by adding 4. Now what do I have left is 6 positive, 4 positive, just add them, 10 positive. And here I have 5x positive. To cancel the 5, which is multiplied by x, just divide by 5, divide by 5. Now what do I have left? I have x is more than 10, divide by 5, it's 2 positive. Okay, again, because I divided by a positive number, keep the same inequality sign. That's it. Can you see? So let's draw my inequality. Locate my number. Open or closed? Open, because there is no or equal to here. Okay, since it's more than, then just go to the right and shade. It's open to the more, bigger side. If it was like this, then it's less than. Okay, sorry. Yeah, let's do the next here. So here we have, yeah, let's split our inequality. Okay, again, if I have a bracket, open it. If I have many variables, distribute, and then you can start cancelling. Thank God in this example we don't have a bracket. The previous ones we had. So خلاص, no need to do the bracket step. What do we have then, Yamis? We have many variables on both sides. What can I do is, the 3x is here, the negative 2x is here. Can I combine them? No, they are on different sides. Yalla. So basically I have to cancel the 3x from here. just minus 3x on both sides. The 3x is cancelled, and now I have them all gathered in one side. I have the negative 2x, the negative 3x, the negative 5, more than or equal to negative 25. Can you see? My variables are all gathered in one side. Yeah, I can combine them. Can I combine the 5 with them? No, because it's not like term with them. These have variables and this one doesn't. Yalla, same sign, add. Both of them are negative, so add. 3 plus 2, it's 5, negative x. Just write the rest of the equation. Now, what can I do? Can I cancel out this 5? Yes, just add 5 on both sides. Cancel. Now I have negative 5x here, more than or equal to, different signs, subtract. 25 minus 5, it's 20, negative. Now, to cancel the negative 5 that is multiplied with x, divide by negative 5 on both sides. X alone, since I'm dividing by a negative number, flip your inequality. 20 divided by 5 is 4. 2 negatives will give me a positive answer. To graph your answer, just draw the number line, locate your number, decide open or closed, close circle, and because it's less than, go to the less side. That's it. طيب, we're done with variables on both sides. Variable on both sides. But I want to say something. Here we had a solution. Let's see the other type of inequalities, the last type. So we had variable on one side, variable on both sides, and this type is called no solution or many solution. Let's see how can we decide. Yeah. So basically here, you will have also inequalities, but sometimes your variable will be cancelled out and you will end up with a statement. You need to decide from that statement if it's no solution or many solution. Let's see. Again, if I have a bracket, open it. If you have many variables combined, then you can cancel. I'm following the same steps. Yalla, distribute. 2 times 2x is 4x. 2 times negative 3, it's negative 6. Rewrite everything as it is. Now, I have variables on both sides. Can I combine them right away? No. You need to cancel the 4x from here and then just have the same thing on the other side. Now rewrite what you have left. I have here negative 6 and here 4x minus 4x minus 5. شوفوا. Can you see this? 4x negative, 4x positive. Different signs, subtract. 4 minus 4, it's 0. Do I write 0x, miss? No. Because 0x يعني 0, means 0. 0, خلاص, can you see? It's cancelled. They cancel each other. So what happened is, I ended up with an inequality, but there is no variable. So what should I do? Read your inequality. Negative 5 less than negative 6. Is that true? Which one is less? The negative 5 or the negative 6? Is it negative 5 that is less? No, on the number line, negative 5 comes after negative 6. So negative 5 should be more than negative 6, which is, this statement is wrong. It's a false, F-A. It's a false statement. Since it's a wrong statement, it's not correct, it's not true, then we call it a no solution inequality. طب, let's see the many solution inequality. How is it different than that? Let's see. So again, I'm gonna split my inequality. Distribute first. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6x. Negative 3 times negative 5. 3 times 5 is 15. Negative times negative will give me a positive answer. Rewrite everything. Because can you see, once you have the same variable on both sides, you know that it's going to be cancelled. Because again, if I want to move it from here, cancel it from here, I need to add 6x, which will cancel it. And then I have to add also here 6x, because whatever you do on one side, you have to do on the other side. This addition of 6x will give you what? Negative 6x, positive 6x, plus 15, more than positive 9. Can you see this addition of 6x? It will cancel out with the negative 6x that was here. Negative 6x plus 6x is 0. Different sign, subtract 0. خلاص. Not 0x, it's 0 only. What do we have left? خلاص, they cancel. We have 15 positive more than 9 positive. Is this statement correct? Is 15 more than 9? Yes, it is more than 9. Since it's a true statement, then we call it many solution inequality. That's it. Okay, let's do some word problem and then that's it. Here we have this problem. Lawrence plans to jog at least 1.5 miles. شوفوا, at least means you can jog 1.5 or more. So you can jog more than 1.5 or equal to 1.5 miles. Banat, if you want to go back to the keywords, here you have, I listed out for you all the keywords. Can you see? At least means what? More than or equal to. At most, less than or equal to. Maximum, less than or equal to. Minimum, more than or equal. These keywords are very important. Anyways, so I know that she's gonna jog more than or equal to 1.5. Right, first of all, write this information down. Okay? Write and solve an inequality to find x. What is x? The number of hours she will have to jog. Okay? So they're saying that she jogs 3.75 per hour. 3.75 miles per each hour, and x represents the hours. Can I write down that she's gonna jog 3.75 miles per hour, yani times the hour, x? Yes, you can. Okay, that's it. Your inequality is ready. Just start solving it. Just divide by 3.75 on both sides. X is more than or equal to this thing. You have to find it out. Okay, that's it. Here we have another word problem. They're saying here that Charlie can spend up to $8 on lunch. Up to $8, yani maximum $8. And maximum keyword means she can spend the $8 or less. So it should be less than or equal to $8. He wants to buy a tuna sandwich. What's the price of the tuna sandwich? 8.25. 4.25. So yes, he's gonna buy 4.25. What else? A bottle of apple juice. What's the price of apple juice? 2.25 plus 2.25. And X pounds of salad. So X amount of salad, but the price of every pound is 4. So 4 times the X plus 4 times X amount of salad. That's it. I wrote my inequality. Let's solve it. Yalla, what should I do? You can combine these at first. It's gonna make it easier for you to work with. So 4.25 plus 2.25 is 6.5. Rewrite your inequality and then now work on it. Okay? Yeah, now I can work on it because I just made it easier in myself. Miss, I don't want to combine them. I want to cancel them one by one. It's okay. It will give you the same answer. Yalla, which one should I cancel first? The 6.5 or the 4? Of course, the 6.5. Remove it by subtraction. Now I have 4x only less than or equal to 8 minus 6.5 is 1.5. Now divide by 4, divide by 4. The x amount pounds of salad should be less than or equal to 1.5 divided by 4 is basically around 3. No, I'm not sure, to be honest. Just find the answer. Okay, that's it. Let's see this question. We're going to only solve these questions and that's it. Here, how is dividing each side of x more than 0? So you have this inequality. X more than 0. How is dividing both sides by a negative number? Let's say divide by -2, divide by -2. Different from dividing it by a positive value. Okay, we know that when I divide by a negative number, whatever it is, my inequality should flip. And when I divide by a positive number, my inequality will stay the same. So the argument is very easy. When you divide by a negative number, the inequality flips. And when you divide by a positive number, the inequality does not flip. That's it. Match each inequality with the equivalent inequality. طيب, let's do it. So we have this one. Let's take it on the side. A, -1 over 2x more than -3 over 2. Yeah. To cancel a fraction, it's always better to not divide by the fraction. It's not nice to work with division fraction. You can multiply by the opposite or reciprocal of it. Multiply by -2 over 1. خلاص. This will cancel it? Yes. It's easier. 3 times 2 is 6. Negative times negative is positive. Over 2 times 1, it's 2. Which is what? X is more than 6 divided by 2 is 3. So basically this should be this one. Okay? Oh, there's a mistake I did. So basically what happened is I multiplied by a negative number. Can you see? This means my inequality will flip. X should be less than 6 over 2, which is x less than 3. So this one should be this. Yeah, let's do the next one. B. This was A. Let's do B. So you have 1 over 2 x more than 3 over 2. Yeah. So 1 over 2x more than 3 over 2. Again, if you have a fraction, just cancel it by multiplying with the reciprocal. Times 2 over 1. I cancelled it by multiplying with a positive number, so my inequality will not flip. X is more than what? 6 over 2. يلي هو x is more than 3. So this one should be this. Easy. It's getting easy. Let's do the next one. C. C is what? They're saying that 3 over 2 x more than 1 over 2. Yeah. To cancel the 3 over 2, I have to multiply by the opposite. 2 over 3. Cancelled. Multiply by 2 over 3. Now x alone, I multiplied by a positive number. X is, don't flip the inequality because I multiplied by a positive number. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. And x is more than, divide by 2. Divide by 2, it's going to give you 1 over 3. X is more than 1 over 3, which is this one. Last one, D, if you want to solve it. Let's do it. But we know it's definitely this one. Yeah. -3 over 2 x more than -1 over 2. Yeah, let's do it. To cancel this one, I have to multiply by the opposite of it, negative 2 over 3. Cancelled. Times negative 2 over 3. I multiplied by a negative, then my inequality will flip. X is less than 2 over 6. Negative times negative is positive. يعني X is less than 1 over 3. Which is correct. Got it? طيب. For each of the graphs below, write an inequality that the graph represents. Can you see part A? This one is a no solution graph because there is no line that is covering it. There is no answer on the whole graph. So part A, it's a no solution case. No solution means my inequality, let's say it's more than, will have the same variable on both sides because they need to cancel out each other. This should be a no solution. And the numbers that are written are not correct. Yani if I wrote 5 more than something that is not true, like 5 more than 10, positive 5 is not more than positive 10. That's why it's a no solution. This is how you can think about it. Another example. Again, I will let my inequality to be less than, okay? Let's say 5x, any variable, but it should be the same variable because they will cancel out each other. Therefore, it's going to be either no solution or many solution. So how to make it no solution? Whatever numbers you're going to write here, make sure that they don't make sense. They are not correct. For example, what less than the other number that was still it's not correct. For example, 7, positive 7 is less than negative 2, which is not correct. Positive 7 is not less than negative 2. So it's a no solution. This is how you think about it. But what about part B? Part B, the number line is covering the whole. The shaded part, it's covering the whole number line. Okay? So basically, it's a many solution. Part B is a many solution. So again, you need to think about an inequality. Let's say more than. Both sides will have the same variable. For example, 10x or negative 10x, negative 10x. Any variable, but it should be the same because they cancel out each other. The number here should be true. Many solution means it's a true statement. No solution means it's a wrong statement, okay? Yalla. Think about a true statement. For example, positive 1 is more than negative 4. Yes, positive 1 is more than negative 4. So it's a many solution. Another example. Suppose you have less than or equal to. Okay? I will say that my variable is negative 2x. Negative 2x. Any variable, by the way. Since they are the same variable, خلاص, I don't have to worry about it. It will be cancelled. Think about the numbers that are going to be written. My numbers should be less than or equal to the other side. For example, 2, positive 2, is less than or equal to positive 20, which is correct. Got it? That's it. Please make sure to solve these questions in the extra practice worksheet. Regarding the classwork, if you received the correction of your classwork, make sure to check it out, especially this question is a very nice question. I'm going to solve it now. You have $20 to spend. So basically you can spend $20 or less. You have maximum $20 to spend. Can you spend more than that? No, you don't have. So spend $20 or less. Yani less than or equal to $20. Each book costs $3 and you need to pay additional $5 for shipping. So I'm gonna buy what? B box. I will buy B box. So each box $3 times the B box plus $5 additional for shipping. That's it, solve it. Minus 5. 3b is less than or equal to 20 minus 5 is 15. Divide by 3, divide by 3. B is less than or equal to 5. They're saying how many boxes can you buy without exceeding your budget? I can buy the 5 boxes because I can buy less than or equal to 5. So I can buy 5, 4, 3, 2 or 1 boxes. Okay, that's it. يلا, good luck guys in your test. Make sure to practice well and solve these questions. You need more practice. These questions are not enough for sure.